Welcome back to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republics. This is a special episode that I'm planning to do from time to time. As you can see, it's a 60-minute episode, and this is not going to be a normal episode like others, building and just maintaining things and micromanaging. I plan to do these episodes from time to time. So this one is about decorating. So basically you're going to watch me 60 minutes of just decorating the whole republic. And I'm not gonna do too much talking and commenting, so sit back and enjoy. I want to start with the tourist area, so we're gonna spend the most time here. I would like a big Lenin statue here overlooking the city, and a couple more things around him. There's space to add things. Maybe some smaller monument or some trees, we'll see. So having two big monuments next to each other kind of doesn't feel right, but having a big parking place here that can look over the city kind of sounds perfect, so I'm gonna try it out. And this is a perfect place for a big Lenin poster. So rest of the empty area I'm gonna fill out with the vanilla trees. Okay, now I can move on to the tourist area. So there's a big empty area here, and I feel perfect place for this big fountain. I really had no idea what to do here, and I just found the fountain just to take the most amount of space. A small mistake here and got all the vehicles stuck. I constructing a road and I put a one-way bridge, and now everything is stuck. So I need to cancel this, and once the road is finished I can put it back. I feel a big monument here is really good, with some trees, maybe bushes and some rocks around it. So this is pretty much it for this area. I'm just going to use bushes around the whole monument and then we can move on. So this area is pretty big. It's kind of complicated to kind of decorate. I'm gonna use two fountains here next to the museum. I feel they fit really nicely. But here next to the sports center, I'm not sure what to do. I'm just probably gonna use a lot of trees. For this spot here, I remember I have a nice, like a clock, park clock, and I feel it's gonna be perfect here. Clock tower, yeah. So that's pretty much it with the monuments. Now I'm just gonna fill up empty space with like bushes, small trees, flags, and flowers. Okay, now this area is pretty empty and I have a idea about 3 monuments is gonna be here. This one and 2 more on the left and right side. So this one will be facing left side and the other one will be facing the right side. I feel this kind of fits really nicely. And the space between them will be some trees, flowers, and anything I think feels good. I plan to have cars in my whole republic, so every part of the city will have parkings and cars, and I want people to drive to places with cars. So we need a parking place somewhere in this area. And I find it really nice to be here behind the hotel. This empty area here is kind of missing something, and I don't have any idea, so I'm just gonna do a couple of trees and bushes. I wanted to do a playground next to the sports facility, but then I was like, playground should be maybe next to a hotel so kids can play and people can just enjoy and sit in a hotel. Okay, so I think this is mostly it when it comes to buildings and monuments. Now I'm just gonna try to fill up the empty parts with flowers, some trees, bushes, or anything like flags. There's too much empty space here, so I kind of think two small fountains fit nicely. So that's it for the hotel area. Now I have to wait for things to be built. I might come back later and add a couple of small things. But for now, let's move on to the city. So when it comes to schools and kindergartens, I like to put fences around them. And this time I'm gonna put little gates on the footpaths. This is like the entrance gate. Okay, so this is done, but there's not much space inside, but I'm going to try to fill it up with some small things. I wanted to do a couple of bushes here at the back of the school, but then I noticed the whole bush is so massive it covers the whole first floor entirely. So I gave up on the idea. Well, with so little space, school actually ended up looking pretty nice. I'm just gonna add like a fake footpath that leads into the entrances in the back. And now we can move on to something else. I'm just gonna do a couple of flags here, and then I ran out of ideas, but I'm gonna come back later and finish this area more. There's a lot of space around the radio station and I had no idea what to do, so I'm probably gonna do this in a couple of tries. I'll come back later and just slowly add things here. But for now, 2 fountains at the entrance. I remembered that I had this star monument and it fits perfectly here next to the secret police. So like I said, too big open space. I don't know what to do here, and there's no other building that I need, so it's a perfect place for a huge parking space. So people will park here, park at the hotel area, park in the industry area, and maybe park at the incinerator area. So if you don't know what to do, just slam a couple of trees in there and that's it. Move on. So for now we're done here, there's nothing much I can do. But let's move on where the prison is. I'm not gonna spend too much time at the prison, I'm just gonna use vanilla trees and try to hide the prison as much as possible. Here there's not much space available, so I'm gonna use a lot of small trees in the small empty places. This heater changer is in a really bad place. It's totally putting me off right now. But I have to ignore it here. I can't move it. It's gonna be too much hassle to move it around. So now we're kind of starting to go into the inner central city, and I'm just gonna use a lot of bushes and a lot of trees. So you can understand this area like a crossing area between two buildings that's kind of closed. So I feel like a footpath is nice and a couple of like flower pots and small trees. We're doing a lot of progress. So now it's supermarket place. I think parking place is perfect here. So now I would like to decorate the area with very large, tall trees. So people kind of know, oh, supermarket is there, those trees are there. So I find this tree pretty perfect for this area. This is such a weird open place, not much space to do anything, not much around, so another parking, why not? As you can see, it's kind of right away snow because this is from another episode, and I wanted to cut it out from that episode and put it into this episode because I'm gonna put a really big monument here and spend some time decorating it. So I kind of feel this really fits perfectly for this episode that I'm doing here. So I skipped right away when the monument is built. So this monument belongs to North Korea, if I remember. It's a really cool monument and I think it fits perfectly. I'm gonna do a little fake footpath here as a little bit of symmetry inside. Not much space around it, so I'm just gonna put some trees, maybe some rocks. Inside I feel a big flower pot fits perfectly. And finished. I'm very happy how this one turned out. It's really cool with all the lights. I really like this monument. I'm gonna do this for the whole highway in this whole area. There's a lot of like empty space between the roads and I think this type of tree really nice. Fits really good. I'm also gonna do this in the first city. Okay, let's get back to the city and find any open area and just try to fill it up with flowers and pots, trees and bushes, and anything in between. I think this is like the last area that's not filled up, so I'm gonna spend a little bit of time here. Playground, perfect here. And I think that I didn't do much at the university, so we're gonna check it out now. Yeah, right here. I don't want to do any monument or anything like this, so I just did some random patterns with the flowers. So I came back to this area and I feel I have a couple of monuments that I didn't use. And I'm gonna put them one on the left side and one here, and I feel they really fit nicely. I tried doing something here, but whatever I tried, I just ended up looking really bad, so I just gave up and moved on. Oh, I had to step away from decorating and just do, for a moment, a normal episode type of thing. I saw a very important track just released, and I need to build this facility like right now. I'm gonna put everything on high priority and notify me, because the new truck is really good, and I'm gonna replace a lot of old trucks and I'm gonna scrap them all. Okay, so now let's go back to decorating. Let's find empty place and just start filling up. So this area is really empty. I don't want to decorate anything. I'm just gonna use small patches of vanilla trees to hide the industry area with some higher trees. And that's it. This game lacks a lot of decorations, especially for industrial decorations, and I can't find them on workshop, so this is what I usually do for industry area, just vanilla trees. So, like I said, this game lacks a lot of decorations. But if you know some cool decorations on the workshop, please send it to me. I really like to collect any type of decoration. Especially like these flower pots where you can just put them on and they don't have a collision. So I really don't have any industrial decorations. Parks, for example, I really don't have much. So, or anything, any type of decoration that works with realistic mode. So this area is kind of empty. There's nothing much I can do here. Probably just flower pots for now. And eventually I'll do some more trees, but a little bit later. I feel this area is empty. I should put something here, but the problem is there's a garbage stand there, and that garbage stand just ruins everything. So probably just a fountain for now, but I'm sure soon I'm gonna remove that garbage stand and just place it to some other place. And we are completely done with this area. Only thing left is a couple of buildings to be finished and done. I think we did a really nice job. I really like how things ended up looking. We also decorated here. This is the central city with kindergarten and school. This area is a little bit empty. I might put a little bit more place here. This is the school area. I really like how this looks. This is the central part with the bus station and the police station and supermarket. Residential area, and the only thing left is the park. So let's put some time into the park. I feel it's a little bit empty, and I'm gonna try to put a couple of things in the empty parts of the park. I found some assets for parks, and it's like bushes, fences, something like that, a hedge. So I'm gonna use them here. I think they fit perfectly. Okay, so a couple small things, details here and there, and we can move on. And park is also done. This is all for the park for now. I don't think we have any more space to do something here, and I'm probably not gonna touch this area anymore. So before we end the episode, let's take a final look at the city and see if there's anything else we can do. So let's continue with the trees on the highway. Same like the other city. But this time I'm just gonna be a little bit less trees. I feel it's very crowded here, so I'm gonna put 2 trees at the intersection and maybe 1 in between. So this part of the highway is done. Let's do a couple of trees and then do one-way roads. I'm gonna remove trees that are too close to the highway. So I'm not gonna upgrade the highway a lot. Once I get the paver, then I'm gonna start really putting effort into upgrading the highway. So we can finish the episode. Thank you for watching until the end. If you liked the episode, like. If you want to watch more, subscribe, and you can consider joining our Discord if you want to be part of planning the episodes, have any suggestions, want to share some ideas. You're more than welcome to come. See you in the next one. Bye bye.